What's going on, everybody, today? What's going on? I'm posting this on YouTube, but I might go ahead and put it on TikTok. I know. It's good to hold the phone like sideways on YouTube and up and down on TikTok, but I don't want to make two separate videos. But this is my Schumacher battery booster box review. I got this at Dollar Tree. I think I showed y'all a while back on one of my YouTube videos. I got this at Dollar Tree because I wasn't satisfied with the bag they had to put it in. I got my dad one too. He got his in a box like this. But so far as jumping cars, it works pretty good. I mean, I jumped. So far, I've used it three times on a car and 2 times on my riding lawnmower. And it jumps good. There's the bag down there it comes in. I don't like the bag. My dad didn't either because you got to cram everything in that little cloth bag or whatever it is. But I've jumped. My son drove my car I think it was year 4 last. He drove for the first time after he got his license to work. You know, his job's only like a mile or less to work. Anyway, he called me about midnight or after midnight, said the car wouldn't start. And I had a feeling when he left that day, I thought the car, I could have swore it had like a 2-second delay before it started, but I didn't think much of it. So anyway, I went and jumped him off, and it jumped right off, and I followed him home. But the first time I used it, that was the first time I used it. You see how this negative is right here? You see that spring in there? There's a spring right there. So it keeps pressure on it. Right when I did the positive, the spring popped out. It came out, see? So it's loose. So unless I get another one or something, I'm gonna have to come up. I'm gonna have to rig this somehow. I'm gonna have to put something in the box, something like a C-clamp or something like that deal to hold it when I start whatever I'm jumping. And the other day, I mean, it did this every time. It took me a minute. It was late at night. It was in the parking lot. It took me a few minutes to get it, the spring back in. It took a minute to work it where to stay in there because there's no, I mean, you look at it, you had to sit there and figure this thing out, So it took a few minutes, and I'm trying to jump him off and get home. It's like after midnight. So anyway, from there, that was the first time I went to jump my lawnmower off. My riding mower, same thing. The spring popped out again. As soon as I went to clamp the battery, the spring popped out again. So I had to put it together again. And the third time, I think I did my riding lawnmower again. So anyway, my truck sits out there in the yard. It sits there. I drive my car more than I do the truck. So every so often, every couple of weeks, I'll go out there and start the truck up. I even drove it a couple times here and there. I'll drive it, just to stores and stuff. But went out there the other day and the truck wouldn't start. So I grabbed my battery charger, the booster. Went to grab it and I jumped it off, no problem. But I went like this. I barely did like this. But then when I went to take it off, the spring popped out and I lost it somewhere. So it's up in the truck somewhere. I backed the truck up, looked all over the ground, looked everywhere, and that spring's gone now. The spring done popped out of there. So now, see, it's just loose. It's just a loose fitting here. And I sent an email yesterday to Schumacher, the company, Schumacher Electric. And I explained to them and asked them if there's any way they could just send me the plug part of it. That's what I need right there. But on top of that, now I had it in this box. And I usually have it in the trunk secured, On top of that, see it come apart right here. And you think I could just pop it back on, which it looks like it would. You think them little clips or whatever would pop back on. But they're not. And so I got these 2 ties, so it wouldn't come apart all together. I took 2 zip ties and strapped them on there. I can move these over. This right here, if you wanted to, I showed this off in one of my videos, but you can plug your cell phone in there. You can use it as a battery box by itself if you wanted to. And I got the plug to charge it. You can do it a wall charger, computer. You can plug it in your computer and charge it up. I supply my own little block right here. And I supplied that because I use a wall socket. But yeah, it's got a different fitting. You can plug your cell phone up and charge it up. It's got different things. You got your light right here. It's a flashlight and a strobe light. The thing is, before I even got mine, my daughter took her vehicle to the shop down the street here. They told her she can come get it. And we went to get it, and she couldn't start it. I was going to jump her off with my jumper cable. She couldn't start it. And they had it turned in such a way, there's two cars on each side of it. And her car was facing in. It wasn't out. So anyway, we had to leave. I told her, I said, you need to go invest in one of them jump boxes. I said, I'm going to get me one pretty soon, probably. I hadn't got one yet. And anyway, she bought one. Like the next day, she went ahead and bought her one. I hope she still has it. And then for Father's Day or my dad's birthday, I bought him one. And anyway, he's done used his like probably at least 6 times. And my mom says the best thing I ever got him. She said, that's the best thing you could have got him there. She said the first time they was at Walmart and somebody needed a jump. So my dad, it was a guy my dad knew or something that worked there. He gave him the jump thing. He said, here's the jump thing. He went out there, started it up, no problem. And then my dad was having alternator trouble. We thought it was battery. And anyway, he kept having to jump his off. But my mom said he'd been using the crap out of his, and his hadn't had no trouble. So mine must be like the defective one, maybe. Mine must be a defective one because I only use it, like I said, I use it maybe 2 times on my push mower. One time on my car when my son got stranded, and then Thursday or Friday, I went out there to start the truck to let it run, just to let it run so it would sit out there. And that's when that spring popped out. But every time I use it from day one, the times I use it starting out day one, like I said, my son was stranded. Went to pick him up, as soon as I grabbed this, because it's the first time I used it. I said, well, this is where a test for it right here. I could go use it. But yeah, as soon as I squeezed that darn spring come out, and it fell kind of on the car where I can get it. I popped it back in there. It took a few minutes, like I said, because you got to put it in this little track and everything. But when I use these again, see, I'm going to have to go out in my storage building, and I'm going to have to see what I can do. I'm kind of hoping Schumacher, and Schumacher's been around a long time. I think I seen these Schumacher big old chargers at the garages and shops, years ago. I think it started out with the big old chargers, the big old chargers and boosters. And this, when I got this, I said, darn, that name's been around a while. Schumacher. Every time I hear that name, I think of the Superman movie with Christopher Reeve in it. Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman said, Miss Schumacher. But it's a good as far as jumping off. I've jumped things off with it, like I said. And I check it once in a while. I charged it a few weeks ago. It's probably low now since I charged the truck. Jumped the truck off. Yeah, 79%. I charged it like 2 weeks ago. Because I keep an eye on it. Every once in a while I'll look to see if it's 100%. Because I don't leave it in the car or leave nowhere until it's 100%. But if you I recommend one of these kind, not this particular brand, but I recommend if you can get one of these right here, I recommend this. People don't look at it like I do. If you're stuck, let's say in a Walmart parking lot somewhere, right? And you go to jump somebody off, if there's cars around you, you're not going to have no room to jump them off unless you got some long cables. And then again, if you're by yourself, you have to try to get somebody to jump you off. And nowadays, with these computers on cars or something, if you spike it or something like that, you'll fry your computer. So I recommend. I don't know about the brand, but I recommend one of these for every person. As a matter of fact, before this started messing up, I was going to get me one for my truck. I was going to get one for the truck and car. Cause what I do, I'll go if I decide I'm going to drive the truck today, build the battery up. I'm going to drive my truck today. I'll get this box right here. I'll get it and move it to the truck, so I have it just in case. Cause see, I got my battery. I got my Duralast battery in 2015, along with my new tires for my truck. I had to get. Thing is, I was going to get tires for my truck. Went to start the truck up, didn't start. Went to AutoZone, got a Duralast battery. Came home, put it in. Then when I got tires. So that battery's not that new. So that's what I do. I keep it in the car now because I would drove my car like just down to Walmart, and I drive the car most of the time. And so I always carry this with me just in case, just in case. I can't stand being stranded somewhere, and have to rely on somebody else to jump you off or whatever. Yeah, I can't stand that. But like I said, it come apart right here, and it wasn't shuffled up. I had it pretty sturdy in the trunk. I had it in the trunk, and I looked, and this right here, from day one, when I first bought it, like I said, from day one, that spring kept popping out. 4 times I've used it so far, and the spring kept popping out. I might go out there a little bit, see if it maybe somehow got up in the truck somewhere where I could get to it. But I backed the truck up, looked all over the ground for it. Couldn't find it. The negative one's been good. Negative one right here. See, that's the spring. You got a long little piece that goes at the end right there. So you got to line it all up, and there's one right there on top too. When you try to jump somebody off at nighttime in the parking lot, you sit there messing with a darn spring, I didn't like that. So it's supposed to go like that, and you clamp it on there. So now I'm going to have to come up with something. I'm going to have to come up with something now. Even if I have to temporarily, if it's going to be one jump, if I temporarily have to jump something off, I can put some zip ties in there, and zip tie it right there, and then when I'm done, I have to cut the zip tie off. They come in handy. It don't matter what brand. Just look at the reviews on it first. I would look at the reviews on it. But I recommend everyone, and they're so easy to use. They're easy. You hook up the positive. You can see a plus for positive. Hook it on there. Or it has a red cable, red, you know what I'm saying? And then negative, you got your negative right here. Just hook it to the negative post of the battery. It's going to have a slash, a minus sign. Anybody could use it. You just hook it up and then turn it on. You turn it on right there. And then you'll see that green light saying it's ready. And see, I don't even think I took the little protective cover. There's like a little plastic piece right here. See right there? And I never did take that off yet. Like a little plastic film right there, the screen protector. I didn't even take that off yet. But I take care of my stuff. I really take care of my stuff. I don't treat it rough or nothing. And when I buy something, I make it last as long as I can. I just now really notice it has directions. Automatically common sense, but some people don't have common sense. But I hope this video maybe taught you a little something. I don't know. But I'm going to recommend everybody, men, women, teenagers, everybody, get you one of these. Like I said, I didn't like the bag. I don't like the little bag because you got to cram everything in there. My dad said he didn't like it either, so I got him a box like this at Dollar Tree, and I put it in there. But I emailed Schumacher. Like I said, I don't know how many emails they get. They might not get back with me. But I'm reaching out to them. If they can just send me this part right here, I'll be satisfied. I'll be satisfied with just this part right here if y'all can send it to me. Because I'm still going to use it one way or another. I'm still going to use this. And I'm looking for one for my truck. I'm trying to get one for my truck, you know. I've been saying I'm going to get me one for the car and the truck. See, that's kind of plastic film. See, I didn't know these plastic. I wasn't paying attention. I guess it don't matter anyway. I can see it. Yeah, I didn't take the darn screen protector off there. Well, I got to dig in there a little bit. Like I said, my dad, he's got. I bought him one. My daughter bought one before I did, and I bought my dad one for Father's Day or his birthday. One of them. My mom says the best thing I could have bought him because she said it prevented them from being stranded before. The first time he ever used it, like I said, the guy, I think at Walmart, he worked at Walmart or something, and my dad just gave him his arm the box, just gave it to him, and he took it and jumped it off. He said, yeah, it jumped right off. So Schumacher, I'm reaching out to you. Like I said, I mean, that's all I need. I'm not asking for no more, you know, no less. Just if you can send me another one of these, I could deal with this right here, I guess, being split right here. But I don't know, like I said, I must have got a defective one or something, because I take care of my stuff. I take real good care of whatever I buy, because I don't have to buy another. But like I said, I was going to buy me one for my darn car or truck. So I won't have to keep switching these around, because wherever I go, I keep one with me now. I keep this with me. I move from vehicle to vehicle. But that's about reviewing that Schumacher. And like I said, hey, take my word for it. If you're ever broke down somewhere, if you can't start your car, it might be somewhere dark. As a safety, you need to have one of these. I mean, other things go wrong with your car, you can't control anyway. You probably have to call somebody to help you or do something. But if you can get yourself out of a jam with this thing right here, you don't have to worry about calling nobody, dealing with strangers. That's Mark's Reviews and Rants out of here. Hey, I got a TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. And like I said, I'll probably post this. I'll see if I can post it to TikTok. But when you do these videos, you hold the camera a different way. You hold it up and down on TikTok, and it works better, the picture, the screen and all. And on YouTube, it's from left to right. Or right to left, you know. Anyway, y'all enjoy the rest of your day on this Monday. What is this? Monday, December the 11th, 2023. Saw a sign on the road outside here said our water be temporarily disrupted tomorrow. And I couldn't see the time because I'm on the road. I couldn't see the times. But they're doing that construction now right near me over here. They're doing different, clearing land out, doing everything else over there. So somebody's going to be disrupted. But I tried to see what times. I couldn't see it. Well, y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Mark's Reviews and Rants. I'm out of here. Have a good one.